You're going to be solving these sorts of simultaneous equations a lot in mechanics. The equations will come from your force diagrams, but for now we'll just practice solving them. So as with all simultaneous equations, I'm going to take the easier one, which I think is the second one, and make it say r equals or t equals, and I'm going to make it say r equals. That's fairly easy. R equals 20g minus t sine 60. Now, I happen to know that sine and cos of 60 are quite nice. So sine 60 is root 3 over 2, and cos 60 is a half. And I'm going to use those exact values rather than using sine 60 and cos 60 just because they take up less room and it's going to be a bit cleaner. But you don't have to. You could leave it as sine 60. So this will be root 3 over 2 t. Now, at some stage, we're going to have to go into actual numbers. So we'll have to actually sub in 9.8 for g, and we'll have to actually sub in whatever root 3 over 2 is as an actual number. But I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to do it much later. Often students go into numbers here, but it's too early. This is too early for a billion decimals. But we will have to do that at some point. Okay, having got my r equals, I'm going to take that r equals and I'm going to sub it in here whenever I see it in the other equation. That gives me t, and then cosine 60 is a half, minus 0.5 r, which is 20g minus root 3 over 2t, is equal to 20. So I think I will double everything at this point just to make it a bit nicer. Be careful with the brackets, that I still have these brackets on. And then I will take those brackets off. So it's t minus 20g plus root 3 over 2t is 40. Now, how many t's have I actually got? I've got 1 and also root 3 over 2. And I can move that 20g over to the other side. So if I wanted an exact answer, like in pure maths, it would be 40 plus 20g all over 1 plus root 3 over 2. Or probably, I don't like fractions in fractions, I'd double the top, 8t plus 40g, and double the bottom, 2 plus root 3. But in mechanics, we don't want exact answers. We want everything to two significant figures. So if you put this in the calculator, you get 126.4, oops, I don't know why I put a point there, 126.47 blah, 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 which to two significant figures is 130. Now, r and t in these scenarios are forces. T is usually a tension, R is a reaction force. You might have weight in there. We've got looks like our particle has a mass of 20 here because we've got a 20g. But anyway, that's not important. What's important is that what you found, T, is a force, and therefore the unit would be newtons. Okay, let's do the thing that students always forget with simultaneous equations, which is to get the other thing we're looking for. R equals 20g minus, got that earlier, minus t sine 60. Sine 60 is root 3 over 2. So if I sub in my value of t, I will get, now I'm going to sub in the whole thing, 126.47 blah, 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 and then times it by 3 over 2, and then just round to two significant figures afterwards. So that gives me 86.47 something, 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 which to two significant figures, 1, 2, is 86. And again, this is a force, so the unit is newtons. This skill is ridiculously important, and I would recommend that you do all three questions on this if you have time.